Hey, beautiful seeker. Welcome to the Existential Shift. This will be a reading for my Piscean seekers, or anyone who has, strong placements in Pisces, or you just resonate with the archetype, or you're cross-watching. Thank you for being here, and happy birthday to all my Pisceans. And also to early birthday Aries, if you're here. So, my step-grandmother actually passed away earlier today, after a few days where she was on her deathbed. She was very old. She was around 91 years old and very sick. So for her, it's a great relief. But, it's always painful for those who are left behind. Um, so this is not a reading about her or for her per se, but I do want to dedicate this reading to her. Her name was Sarah. We don't know exactly her age because she was a Jewish refugee from Iran, where they didn't have birth certificates back then. So she didn't know her birthday. And yeah, sorry, I just want to clarify something because I know it creates confusion. And especially at this time, at these times, I want to be very clear every time I communicate to not give room for confusion. When I say from Iran, it doesn't mean that she's Iranian and came to Israel as a colonizer. No, she's from Israel, Judean, like all Jews are from Judea, Judea is Israel. And throughout the past centuries, she was exiled like many other Jews from the land of Israel. She was exiled. She went to Iran, okay? And over there, also to kind of break down another misconception, they were treated like dhimmis. Dhimmis is a term to describe any non-Muslim, so whether you're Jewish or Christian. Um, and you had a choice between either converting to Islam or paying a tax so that you are not killed by the authorities for not being Muslim. So if you wanted to stay who you are, whatever that may be, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever, in my grandmother's case, Jewish, then you had to pay a tax. Basically, you had to pay to not be killed for not being Muslim or leave. I haven't delved to her story, so I'm not going to go into detail. Because when I go into details about something, I want to make sure I have it accurate. But also, even if I did, I wouldn't go into it right now because this is your reading and I want to talk to you about you, obviously. It's just, I'm here all the time, no matter what happens in my personal life. So, in order for me to be able to do that for you guys and to keep showing up, I gotta be able to incorporate my life into the videos. Also because I feel like it's educational and can maybe help someone. But also for my personal well-being. I'm always here for you, and it needs to be a space that is also safe for me, right? To express myself. Um, I've I'm living a very dynamic life. Things happen, and if I was to either not talk about it, I wouldn't be authentic. Or if I was to not make videos, then I probably wouldn't show up most of the time for you guys because, well, life is life. Things happen a lot, and I move around a lot, and I've experienced several losses in the past few years. So this is my silver lining of being able to bridge between all these things and still be here in front of you. Um, and I think it's a good thing. I think it serves a purpose. And if you don't feel that way, then I'm not being sarcastic here. You don't have to be here, and I wish you all the best. Um, so yeah. So thank you for listening, and we're going to go into your reading. And I find that nothing is ever coincidental, especially when I make these videos. Everything I feel inclined or guided to say um, tends to have a reason and a purpose in the reading that I'm doing. So Yeah, I also lit a incense of frankincense. No, I'm sorry, of myrrh. It's myrrh. And myrrh is what is the ancients, starting with the Torah, so the ancient Israelites, and then also the ancient Egyptians and other priestesshoods have used to anoint either priests and priestesses or to anoint the dead in their transition to the afterlife. So myrrh is considered to be a substance that is a bridge between this world and the other world, and it's holy, has holiness to it. It's medicinal as well. So it's right here. Maybe you can intuitively smell it. Sorry. Okay. Is that better? I'm testing the light. Hold on. How about now? That's good. It's okay. I'm going to work with the Mythic Tarot. It incorporates mythology from the Greek mythology. Pisces. My beautiful Piscean seekers, please. Month of March, Pisces season. What is going on? I'm reading for Pisces. You know how this is channeling. You know how when someone loves you or wants you into you, but it's uncomfortable for them for whatever reason. Maybe it's forbidden, it's taboo. Maybe they're in a relationship or married, or maybe you work together. Whatever the case may be. Maybe you're from different backgrounds. Whatever the reason is, they feel that it's wrong, to feel what they feel for you. So instead of, dealing with whatever it is that they feel, they project it onto you, right? You're the bad guy or the bad girl. You're the temptress, or you're the test, right? In Buddhism, they would call it Mara, the thing that comes to tempt them from their holy path. It's projecting one's inner world onto another, like blaming them because they don't want to face themselves. Um, I feel like that feeling that someone is doing that to you when you're being demonized for someone else's feelings towards you. Um, for some of you, it's the other way around. So if you're doing that to someone, be conscientious to where it could be coming from. And the best way to cope with that is to understand that feelings are not evil and they're not bad. So if a feeling is not evil or not bad, you don't have an issue with, admitting it to yourself that that's what you're experiencing, or that's what you're feeling. And if you don't have an issue with admitting to something within yourself, then you don't have the need to project it onto the other. When we love someone and vilify them for it, that's a dangerous, slippery slope, and it's anything but holy. Loving you, Pisces, is holy. Okay, you are beautiful, whether it's taboo or not, whether it's convenient or not. You are inspiring, you are healing, you are expanding. Being around you is a gift. There's nothing wrong with you. And if they feel like wanting you is wrong, then that's their inner demon taking over their own, spiritual path of goodness or whatever. When people love themselves, they don't blame their emotions and feelings. They don't shame themselves for them. They don't vilify them. So when someone does that to you, when someone vilifies you because they love you, it's because they don't love themselves, or they feel ashamed of feeling, like there's something wrong about it. Nothing wrong about it. And if you need to hear that there's nothing wrong about feeling whatever it is that you feel about someone, right? Please don't take it to any place that is abrasive or enforcing. Like, it doesn't mean that you need to go to the other extreme and force how you feel on someone. But you definitely don't need to be on the other extreme, which is like shaming them or shaming yourself. Admit to the feeling, whatever it may be, and then do what you believe is right in accordance. But just first, you won't know what is right unless you can't know what is right to do about something if you don't acknowledge what that something is. If you give it a different name, or if you put it on another person. Okay, there are some birds that are going bananas right now. I don't know if you can hear them. Okay, we're just gonna let them be. Okay, tell me more about this for Pisces, please. Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone loves you. Someone loves you. Someone cares about you, and they love themselves enough to admit that and to possibly approach you and say something to you. There's this need to take it easy, to take love easy. To be like, to not make a big deal. Yeah, I feel this way. Okay, cool. Now what? You won't know now what if you don't know that you feel something. Temperance and Eight of Cups. Indeed, it's a test, but not in the way you might think. This love is not a test for you to say no to temptation. This love is a test for you to say no to denying yourself, no to lying to yourself, no to turning your back on love, the most important thing in life that we're here to experience. No to your own mara that convinces you that you just don't deserve love, or that love or passion are somehow bad. That is from the devil, per philosophical devil, or maybe from the actual devil. At this point, I used to not believe in the existence of a devil, but now I'm not so sure. It's like there is demonic presence in this world, and it's got to come from somewhere. And I used to think, yeah, of course, it comes from lack of love. It's an absence. I don't think so. I think it is an existence in and of itself, unfortunately. The other former thought is a lot more comforting. Oh, okay, you can just give it love, and it will be fine. But when it's not like that, when it's not about the absence of, when evil is not about the absence of love, I mean, of course, there's an aspect to it. That's real, but it's not only that. And if there is evil that exists for the sake of that, and in and of itself is that, so it's not like an absence that you can fill. It doesn't matter how much love you throw at it, because it's not empty, it's full of something else. And that is what could be telling us that love is wrong. and bad, and passion, the instrument through which we know we love each other and express that to one another, is bad. No. In the Eight of Cups, Psyche goes to the underworld to, she was sent by Aphrodite, Cupid's mother, and Cupid was Psyche's lover. She sent her there as a test to her love for Cupid. She needed to prove herself to him, whatever. And she did. She didn't go to the underworld to prove that Cupid is a demonic tempting force. No, she went to the underworld to prove that loving him or her, right? Because this is an archetype. So loving them is holy and beautiful. Love is never bad. Using alleged love to try to control someone because you want them and you won't accept no for an answer, that's not love. Right? Just needed to clarify that. So this is what's going on, Pisces. There's a need to honor and accept and integrate into your conscience what it is that you feel, and treat it like it's holy, right? Because it is. It's the thing that binds souls back into unity. It is the substance through which unity consciousness can heal and exist and return to being from the experience of fragmentation, right? We will not heal fragmentation and we will not into wholesomeness, and we will not break out of the duality into unity by turning our backs to love, which is the thing that will get us there. That's ridiculous. Let me just dry this thing by pouring water over it. So this is coming through really strongly. Fighting for love and not fighting love. As I said, fighting love, the devil came out. There is something that makes this person or you feel very torn about something very natural and very beautiful. So if this is you, you need to go back to the point in time in which you were shamed for feeling or for being, something so natural. Because what you're doing right now is not playing into a spiritual expansion, it's playing into your trauma. And you cover it up with, beautiful ideas. But the reason it just doesn't feel right, no matter how much you do what is supposed to be the right thing, is because it's not the right thing. You're playing into someone's old control over you. Or the most basic things that a human being experiences and feels, they made you feel like they're wrong. And this is an opportunity to heal from that. North Node is conjunct Chiron now in Aries. It's like the cosmos is like guiding us to heal our most raw instinctual aspects of ourselves, to go back to the beginning, heal something from the root cause. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Nine of Cups. This is so beautiful. And we have two nines. Two of the good nines, Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups, and Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups. This is this is true love. This is deep love. This is the Nine of Cups is right underneath the Eight of Cups. So when you honor how you feel, instead of shaming it and denying it, when you go into it, it can actually manifest in the world. Because if they say as within, so without, but if that which is within is covered and denied and warped into something else, it can't, that, it will, that's what will be on the outside, this warped version. But when you let it be what it is and acknowledge it, then it can play out beautifully and wholesomely in your exterior world. The Four of Cups here, that's the shame, that's the guilt, that's the gaslighting, that's the emotional manipulation from your environment, from your family, from could be present time, could be past time that you're still carrying it as an inner voice, telling you that something that is very, very natural and beautiful is somehow wrong. And as soon as you realize that no, your nature is beautiful and you just go with it, then your environment honors you in accordance. And then this creates happiness. Like there's love here for sure. There is someone that you have deep feelings for. Um, and they for you. There's an energy here that is very wanty and greedy and just wants to like make it theirs. There's so much energy in your sign. Neptune has been in Pisces for many years, but it's still there. And then you have the Sun, it's Pisces season, and Mercury and Venus, and Mars. A lot of personal planets. Unconditional healing love. That's where the universe is guiding us to, right? And it's playing out through you. Five of Pentacles. And the World. Okay. Interesting. Let me look at this. I see the energy that is trying to sabotage and manipulate you into thinking that a good thing is somehow a bad thing. I see it leaving. I see it finishing its job in your world because you decided, because you no longer play into it. And that opens the gateway, the portal, the passage, just living free. It's someone that you used to give great value to what they would say. Um, like you would come to them and you would express how you feel, and they would be like, "Oh no, that's wrong. You shouldn't feel this way," or "Oh, that's bad," or "Oh, this person is just this," or "Oh, you're just that." Don't, and it's like, and suddenly you see through it, or you realize that it was just a way to control you, and they can't anymore. They can't control you anymore, Pisces. You see beyond, you see above it. Your understanding of yourself and the world is expanded, and you see right through it. You're no longer their puppet, and that's great. I'm going to pull cards and create a sequel. It's available right here. Monthly membership as a channel member. You'll have all of the sequels. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, press the bell button, and turn on notifications. I am on the different platforms, X, Instagram as the Existential Shift. And let's see what's up for you next for March. Stay magic, stay true. I love you.